I don't know how I'm going to get through this speech without crying, so if I get a little bit emotional, you're just going to have to bear with me. Good evening, everyone. Every once in a while, we're blessed with a very, very special day when history is rewritten. You saw it in the outstanding, record-breaking performance of Craig Alexander. And I'm so proud to have been a part of that day. You know, our sport is growing across the world. I've received so many emails and messages from people from every single country. It truly is global. But here in Hawaii, on the Hawaiian Islands, is where our sport began all those years ago. And I wonder if they ever thought that it would turn into one of the best events the world has ever seen. Last year, when I didn't start the race, I was absolutely devastated. But Mirinda Carfrey truly was a worthy champion. But not starting gave me a hunger like I've never ever had before. As the saying goes, you truly don't know what you've got until it's gone. Coming into any race, we all want perfect preparation, and I'm no exception. We're all a creature of habit. I love my routine. And up until about 2 weeks ago, everything was looking really rosy. But this is due to be my 13th Ironman, and we all know what people say about the number 13 isn't always the luckiest. And 2 weeks ago, it looked like any luck I had had definitely escaped me. And my nickname, as many people know, is Muppet, which literally means a person who does stupid things. And I did that 2 weeks ago. I was doing my last long ride. I had a flat front tyre, which I didn't realise I had. Went round a corner quite fast. My body hit the tarmac, and I sustained abrasions on my legs, and I tore my pec muscle and got a lot of internal bruising. I spent 6 hours on Tuesday at Kona Hospital experiencing the delights of the emergency room there, which was quite suboptimal preparation, but you know, I received amazing care from them, and I want to thank them for that. But yeah, life threw me a curveball last week, and I could either choose to be crushed by that ball, or I could throw it right back and rise like a phoenix from the ashes of the crash. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't scared, nervous and apprehensive coming into this race. But on my race wristband, and the day before the race, I just write some simple words. One is smile, and the other is never ever give up. And I always say to people, this sport's 50% physical and 50% mental. And Muhammad Ali famously said, the will has got to be stronger than the skill. And the key for me is to look fear in the face and try and do the impossible. And to be honest, I can't really believe still what I managed to do yesterday. There were so many times when my body and my mind were screaming in agony, and that horrible little ugly voice that is there and, you know, whispering in your ears, suggesting that I should take the easy route and just pull off to the side. I hate the goddamn easy route. And I know that I can never ever rest until I've given it absolutely everything in my power to be the best that I can be. But I truly did leave everything I had out there on the course yesterday. Blood, sweat, tears. I crossed the finish line emotionally and physically spent. And people sometimes say to me that I make winning look easy. And I hope that yesterday I showed that I'm completely human. You know, I bleed, I cry, I curse, but I'll dig to the depths of my heart and my soul to give everything that I can to this amazing sport. And out of all my Ironman victories, this is the performance that I'm, without a doubt, the most proud of. But I couldn't have done what I did without my competitors, truly. The women's field is so deep, and knowing that there were so many talented athletes already quite far down the road, and the pocket rocket that's Mirinda Carfrey running from behind, breathing down my neck, forced me to dig deeper than I've ever dug. This was a true race, a true battle, and this is what competition really is all about. I have the utmost respect for all of these competitors, and my victory is also due in large part to their amazing performances. But yeah, yesterday I truly did defy what I thought was possible, and that really is a great feeling. But I'm no hero, and there's so many athletes out there that have overcome huge adversities, people suffering from cancer like Terry Grieg, the inspirational Scott Rigsby, and of course John Blaze, who Leander and I and so many other athletes roll in honour of at the end of all our races. They're the ones that motivate me to even greater heights. But when I first turned professional about four and a half years ago, I said to my then coach, Brett, this sport feels so selfish, it's so self-indulgent, I'm just doing it for me and me alone, and I don't know how long I can do this for. And he said, just you wait, Chrissie, through your achievements in the sport, you'll be able to achieve more change around the world than you ever thought possible. And what he wisely said has come true. And I said it then, I said it back in 2007, and I say it again now. Sport has an amazing power. It's a vehicle to do great things. And for me, winning is not about the glory, it's not about the money, it's not about the times. It's the key is the manner in which I try and win, and the message that I really do hope that conveys. And my race yesterday offers me a very simple but a very valuable lesson. It teaches me never to stop believing, and hopefully it teaches you all never to stop believing too, and that our limits may not be where we think they are. And I hope that I'm opening people's eyes and imaginations to new horizons and new goals, and that we can all rise up from adversity with the support of our friends and our family. And as Mike so eloquently said before, the key word here truly is family. It's an individual sport. We race on the day, on our own, but we don't get to the start line alone. And now I stand at the start yesterday and I look up at the pier and I see these huge banners held by my mum and my dad and my cousins and my friends that have come all this way to support me. And there they are, different parts of the course, they're jumping up and down as I go past, Mai Tais in both hands. And they're jumping and down, it gets more vigorous with each Mai Tai and as each hour passes. But at the finish line, they're the people whose arms I fall into. But my family goes wider than that. It's made up of my wonderful sponsors, and of course my amazing coach, Dave Scott. I know I almost gave Dave a heart attack 2 weeks ago when I called him from my hospital bed, but a 6-time Ironman world champion has got quite a strong heart, so he managed to withstand the shock and the stress that I caused him. But Dave, thank you for the support you've given me throughout the course of the past 2 years, and especially over the past 2 weeks. My family means the world to me, and without their support I wouldn't be here today, and they're the reason I'm able to achieve my dreams. And as Mike Riley did, I credit my victory to them. But also everyone that's crossed that finish line, you're all part of a special club, an Ironman family. We're all from different parts of the world, different ages, all the way through from 18 to the amazing 81 age group. We're all different backgrounds, different abilities, but we all stand here united by that same goal, that same journey. That's to be crowned an Ironman. But it's not all about the athletes. The Ironman family comprises thousands of volunteers the world over. And for those that don't know, tomorrow night they have an even bigger party for all the volunteers, the thousands and thousands of volunteers that helped out yesterday and throughout the year. Their aloha here in Hawaii enables us to achieve our goals. And that family also includes all the spectators. You know, the support that we all received yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. I'm sure you'll all agree. You know, I just remember a couple, back in 2000, I think it was 2008, I saw 2 bananas and they had a placard that said, "Chrissie, will you marry me?" on it. And yesterday there were a couple of bananas again with another marriage proposal. Unfortunately this time they were female, but I'd still accept their